welcome to the Aramir Roundtable. Today is the 5th of April, 2024, and special guest Jim Simmons from NeuroStreet Trading Academy. Jim has quite a bit of experience with trading, and I'm also friends with Rod Casilli, and I guess, Jim, you and Rod have hooked up and are starting a new project called Tick Blaze, so I'm looking forward to that. But
Yes.
Jim's going to talk to us about trading and NeuroStreet and training they've got, so lots of great stuff. And as lots of people in our community know, I've been kind of doing more futures trading lately. I've been playing around with Apex and Flexi Trade accounts, and I'm going to actually do a roundtable next week talking about those. But Jim will help with people who are interested in that to help them learn how to trade futures and get these prop firm accounts or your own account funded or profitable and moving forward. So, Jim, really looking forward to what you have to say, and thanks for coming. Really glad to have you here and welcome.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks so much for having us and looking forward to getting to know some of the traders in here and certainly appreciate you guys taking time out to be with us here as well. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. I assume, it sounds like most of the audience is trading options now, but feel free to chime in and, let me know if you've ever traded futures or Forex, or maybe if you want to chime in on what markets you do trade. Be curious to know where everybody's at with that. So feel free to chime in on what you trade in the meantime. What we're looking at today, as it relates to prop trading, I realize, coming from options might be a little bit of a foreign concept. So we'll look through and discuss some of what prop trading is. And certainly there's a lot of options prop trading, outfits out there, but mostly they're in New York or potentially even Chicago. And previously, until recently, you really had to live in one of those cities to be able to trade prop accounts. And now, with the advent of technology and things changing, there's opportunities to trade right from the comfort of your home or from the comfort of your hotel in wherever you might happen to be traveling that week. So, a lot of opportunities and certainly an appealing endeavor for lifestyle as well. So, but let's go ahead and dive in as we're going here. Of course, we can't guarantee results. Products and services are for educational purposes. And please understand the risks of trading. Obviously, you've seen similar disclosures in probably just about every event you've ever attended. So here we are. We cannot advise you on what to trade, where to trade, when to trade, how much to trade. That is entirely up to you. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into the content here. We're looking at what is it that traders want. Let's start here, right? Because this is important for us to really remind ourselves from time to time, what is it that, caused us to get into trading in the first place? And I think we can all agree we got into trading because of the money opportunity, right? We wanted to make money. And sure, we've got dependable results, larger winning days, less drawdowns, quicker success, belief in your own ability, choose your lifestyle. All these things are great. But it all comes back to one central purpose, which is to make money trading. More importantly, we had the idea that if we traded, we would be able to make more money in less time. And of course, this is my beautiful clock here. And we can even, you know what, we'll even draw some arrows on there so we really know it's a clock, and we'll put the little 6 here and the 12. Okay, now we're really going into art here. But the idea was to make more money in less time, right? That was the focus. It was the idea that we could make 8 to 10 hour income in just an hour to 2 hours a day, right? And maybe some of you are doing that. Maybe some of you are already there. Maybe some of you are doing great on the options side and maybe looking to supplement on the future side to where you can trade a little bit of everything. And there's certainly an opportunity to do that. But the reality is, for a vast majority of traders out there, unfortunately, these two are skewed. They spend all this time and they don't make any money. And they are just spinning their wheels. Maybe they're breaking even. Maybe they're losing. Maybe they're blowing out accounts. Maybe they're a head case and they're just lost their mind and they can't stop trading and they don't know why. That is, jokes aside, that's the reality for a lot of traders. So how do we look to fix that for our traders? The first thing that we have to identify is that everything that we do is designed from a human level, from the depths of our creative, our creation, or however we came to be on this world. From the moment we were created in the womb, we had this this desire to avoid pain, right? Avoid pain. This is what we are ingrained to do as human beings. Well, when it comes to trading, this can be a very difficult thing to overcome because I just noticed this picture. This is so funny. There's like a random guy on the, the wall here.
Looks
I
like
don't know.
a DALI or ChatGPT image.
Yes, it is. All of them, of course. But it's so funny that they put that random guy in the background. I just noticed that. And I'm like, who is that guy? I don't know who that is. That's interesting. Anyway, we are, sorry, shiny object. We are ingrained to avoid pain. We have these fears of pain. The fear is if I get into a trade, that trade could lose. If I don't get into a trade, I will miss out. If I'm in a trade, I don't want to give back the money. Okay. So there's these fears that are constantly going through our minds, or even on a conscious level, or even on a subconscious level, that we may not even realize. And that is our brain helping us avoid pain. And now, under most circumstances, that's a good thing. We don't want to get run over. We don't want to burn our hands off. We don't want to, we don't want to snap our backs in half, right? So avoiding pain is certainly a good thing, but when it comes to trading, it can be actually detrimental to our ability to continue to scale profit. The fears with trying something new in the trading space is, as it relates to trading, when trying something new, it's the fear that it's going to be difficult, time consuming, take a long time, won't work, won't be sustainable. Why do we believe these things? Well, it's because in the past, things that we have tried in trading were difficult, time consuming, took a long time, didn't work, and wasn't sustainable. So we've tried other things in trading that have ultimately led to those results. And so we get into a position where we are apprehensive, nervous, definitely on a subconscious level, maybe even on a conscious level as well. So we look at those are the fears that we need to be able to overcome in order to trade. Sorry, my track wheel went crazy. To be able to trade profitably. So when we talk about trading profitably, the most important thing that we can do as an educator and as a, someone who is teaching traders is to lead with transparency. Because of the fact, if we look at the fears we just looked at, well, how do we know it's going to work, right? Traders want to know, will it work for me? And so what we do is we actually keep a record of every trade that we've taken, both on the futures and Forex side and on the day trading of stocks. We track all of our trading. So if you are scared to get in, if you're scared to stay in, if you're strategy hopping and you're looking for the next best thing or the next shiny object, the good news is you don't have to be scared to get in or stay in or strategy hop, because you can come into our trade rooms and you can trade with us in a live trade room environment. These are real trades that we've entered in the live market, and then we track all of our performance. So speaking of said performance, let's take a look at it. And I'm going to show you exactly what we're doing in terms of numbers so that you can see it for yourself. So where are we at here? So we've got, this is our stocks trade room. And these are all the results, going from March of last year to April of this year. So just about a year's worth of track history there. Primarily, we're trading these two strategies. Okay, this is a day trading basis. And we're trading demand zones. Sorry, you can't see that color on this background. So let's change that up. So we are trading demand zone breakouts, and we are trading demand zone retests. So this is all day trading, and it's all bullish because these are going to be small caps, smaller stocks, just looking to get in and out. And this is day trading of stocks. Okay. So with this, if we kind of scroll down here, we can see, what have you done for me lately? And we'll scroll all the way down to current 2024. And let's just go and take a look and see what the stock room is doing. There we go. So, okay, good. So we've had a good track history, 9 out of 11, and then we can keep going, and 15 out of 19. So good trading, right? You can see the different instruments we're trading. We trade the Qs, TQs, and some of these we're trading. Gosh, he traded this one 4 times over and got 3 out of 4, which is actually about where we typically sit on these trades, about 3 out of 4 hit. We have logged on these trading strategies, 939 trades. Okay. So out of 939 trades, this win rate does not vary by much. If we were to look at, the past 50 trades as a 50 trade moving average sort of, way to look at it, it's going to be pretty steady. Now, if you look at 10 trades, obviously random number distribution, you can take a string of losers. It happens. Welcome to trading. But over the course of 900 trades, we have consistency there. Okay, so about 75% win rates. So strong. These, as far as from a risk reward standpoint on stocks trades, if you risk 1, your reward on these is going to be anywhere from 0.5 to 1, which is different. It's different. They're not leaving runners on. They're not scaling, and scaling in and jumping into bigger size and all of that. Could you do that? Yeah, absolutely you could. The purpose of those trades is to get in and out, take the money and run. And why would we do that? Well, it's because most of our traders are trading for prop firms. And we'll talk about what that means here in just a bit. But the point with trading with a prop firm is to take the money, get out, scale your account. And once your account is scaled, then you look to leave on runners. Then you look to take more profit or add to your positions and so on. Different ways to do that. And of course, we teach that. So that's stocks. Let's go look at futures. Futures and Forex. We did some Forex trading yesterday, 4 for 4 on Forex. So that was great. Had a good number of opportunities there and markets were hitting. So if the futures markets are slow, we can always go in and look at Forex and take some Forex trades too. Some of our traders trade both. We also can look at crypto trades as well. Those trade pretty well. Most of our traders are pretty much sticking with futures Forex. But we do cover crypto as our traders like us to. And of course, our strategies work on that as well. So on the future side, so what have we done? This is going from, call it August of last year till April, 76, 74, 74, 64, 64, 60. Oh my gosh, terrible month. Oh, what are we going to do? Bounce right back. That's what we do. And then March, and then April's off to a good start. But of course, the month is very young, and we'll see how we continue to go here. But so across the board, we've got about a 69%, 70% almost blended win rate. Our primary strategies we are trading right now is a CWAP, which is an anchored VWAP trade. We trade out of VWAP. We trade breakouts of demand zones, and then we trade order blocks. Those are our primary 4 that we're trading right now. And of those 4, of course, my favorites are these 2. Primarily because they set up often. So we get good number of trades on those. And they're, I mean, you can look at the win rates and tell why I like them the best. CWAP, not as many trades, but when you do get them, look out. They are a lot of fun to trade because they're very, very accurate. So those are primarily the trades that we're taking. I would say on stocks, we typically get about 5 trades a day. And then on futures, we typically get about 3 trades a day. That's probably the average. Now, obviously, you get some days are busier, some are less, but that's kind of the average. Risk reward on these trades is 1 to 1. 1 to 1, all in, all out, nothing fancy. So knowing that we are 1 to 1, you can do the simple math to know if it's profitable or not, what those profit factors are. But I'll give you a hint. If you can maintain a 1 to 1 risk reward and your winners versus losers, right? Sizing them about the same on both sides. And if you can maintain a 66% win rate or better, that's going to put you at a 2-point profit factor. Okay. So certainly a good opportunity. And oh, by the way, if you can keep a 75% win rate, you would be at about 3-point profit factor. Okay. So those of you that like to kind of track the profit factor, that's kind of what you could potentially look at. Now, obviously, that varies over time. There's some weeks are better, some weeks are slow, some weeks are break even. It happens. But over the long run, we're doing very, very well. A lot of our traders that are in these programs are passing their prop firms, getting funded, and so on, just by trading what we're trading. They're just copying the trades of what we're doing, and they're seeing some good results from it. Let me get this other one out of our way here. Whoops. Where did we go? There it is. I'm going to move these out of the way for us. So at the end, we'll go ahead and give you these logs. You can keep an eye on them. You can look at them anytime you want. So then the question comes in, well, how do we know these trades are real? Well, I get it. Maybe there are some out there that you'd have to question that. So what we also do is we keep images of all of our trades. So when we look at something on the log and we see, okay, MES from April 4th, there was the entry, dipped into the red a little bit, eventually came out of its coma and ended up paying us. M2K, maybe not such a great fortune on that one, started going and then just fizzled. So we got out of it. And then we've got Forex, Euro Swiss, entry here, exit there. You can see the flags on the chart. So this is, again, partially to show the track record of the trade and for us to keep track of it on our own and be able to go back and reference these trades and see patterns or trends in what the markets are doing. But the other side of it is for transparency, to be able to see that, okay, here's the entry, here's the exit. It matches up to the log. So these are real numbers. They're the real deal. Of course, we wouldn't lie about it, but there you have it. Now you can see it too. Okay. What about lack of belief? Some have a lack of belief, maybe in their system, maybe in their own ability to execute. We have trader success calls that we do, onboarding calls, scaling calls. Okay, so we have 3 different calls that our traders can access as part of our academy. Rules-based trading plans. This is crucial, absolutely crucial to what we do. So, we're human, right? We talked about that early on. We talked about fear. We talked about greed and FOMO. And I know nobody here has ever revenge traded, right? Of course you have. Everybody has. And how do we avoid revenge trading and over trading? Because if we have seen that our process works over and over and over, and you've seen a trader do that on the live charts right in front of you, you've seen it in real life, then you are likely to believe it. If you believe it, you are likely to be open to learn. And once you learn, then you need to practice, and then you need to repeat. And as you repeat that, then you become better and you see improvement. And then once you see that improvement, a funny thing happens. You become consistent as a trader. That is the progression of traders that make it to consistency in profitability. You have to see it. If you skip any one of these steps, the whole thing falls apart. You got to see it to believe it. You got to be open to learn at that point. Once you've seen it and you believe it, then you practice, repeat, get better, and then you can be consistent. And then from there, you scale your accounts, you build wealth, you build income. That's where all the fun stuff happens. But you have to be able to see it and you have to believe it. That belief only comes from seeing it and actually doing it yourself. The other side of it is we need to have rules that tell us exactly what to do and when to do it. And it has to be easy to follow. So the trades that we take have to be something that our traders can copy real time. If the trade is so fast that by the time we're in it, they're like, what the heck just happened? My head's spinning and I was not able to take the trade. That doesn't do us any good because nobody wants to come to our trade rooms and sit there and watch us trade. They want to get involved. They want to take the trades too. Of course, trader's going to trade. Let's tell you. So they want to be able to copy it real time. It has to be rules based so that we remove the subjectivity from the equation. Because if there is subjectivity, what happens? Well, what if? What if this? What if that? Well, maybe because the market is so bullish, I can just go ahead and go long on a breakout, even though the strategy doesn't tell me to do that. If you don't have rules, then what do you have? You have intuition. And last I checked, intuition is driven, good or bad, by emotions. If you're having an emotionally bad day, you might be a little bit quick. Your intuition might be telling you, oh boy, this trade, no, this is a good one. I got to take it. Oh my gosh, it's going to be amazing. And then you get slapped. And then you go, what the heck just happened? And now you're mad and you're angry and you're frustrated. But now your intuition has gone out the window and now you're trading recklessly because you can't follow a plan. So if you don't have a plan, how are you going to follow it? So have the plan, have it written out. And oh, by the way, we've done all this for you. So we'll give you the rules if you decide to join us. Multiple winning trade rooms. If you're sick of losing, if you're sick of blowing out accounts and evals, or you're not making money, we've got multiple winning trade rooms, and we've got premium indicators, which we're going to show you. So let's pause here for a moment. Normally, we don't really talk too much about prop trading, but we're going to here. And it sounds like Tom's going to go over a couple of the prop firms, Flexi and Apex, which, by the way, I did try out Flexi, but for some reason they don't let me put orders in on the market, and so I've got an eval that's sitting, in the profit, and I can't even put any more trades on it. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, we can get that sorted out. But I don't know if you've had any issues with it. But
No, Quant Tower, I'm able to put in the market orders, no problem.
yeah, I put orders in, and it's like trade denied, and I'm like, what the heck? It's within margins, obviously, and within the number of contracts, and I've got data, and it's connected. I don't know what's going on. So I've been having some
It's
issues.
working
So
for me, so it's not
that's good.
not yeah,
Well, it's just me
should be
then.
able to be fixed.
Yeah, they'll get it fixed. I just got to work with them on that. But otherwise, it seems pretty cool. It seems like a pretty good outfit. I mean, I like the rules and everything. So you guys
Yeah,
will
there's
be,
new kids on the block. They just need to build up a history.
yeah, I think so. It sounds like they're pretty new, huh? So, but no, it sounds like a really cool opportunity there. So we'll see. So let's take a look at a trade. I'm gonna go ahead and share my audio, and I'll mute my mic so you don't have to hear the echo. And we'll just take a look at a couple of our trades from the trade room here. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so we've got a VWAP set up here on the breakout. So let's measure this out. Like that. Trade this on a different account. Let's do that one. So we got 21 by 23. And we'll sell right here. Okay. So the CWAP on crude that we're looking at here, that is not a valid CWAP trade because it never broke structure. Also trading into an order block and trading into VWAP. Now, if we're trading into VWAP, that's not necessarily a concern for me, but trading into an order block is. Order blocks are very, very strong liquidity, can move the markets, and so definitely want to pay attention to those. Okay, so we came pretty close. We tagged it, but didn't get the follow through. I'm going to bump this up one tick to 85. There it goes. Good. So we got the VWAP trade. It's great that we had the confluence with the order block here. So that's great. Cool. I like that one. Yeah, so there we go. Just a couple different trades, the VWAP and the CWAP trade. These have been really great for us. So I wanted to show a couple of those examples of these are real life trades from the room, and just good to get a feel for it. And I don't know if you noticed that guy kind of sounds familiar. It's because it's me. So I run our futures trade room. So there we go.
Hard to
What
tell if
about
it's live or Memorex, right?
yeah, exactly. Exactly. What about private chat rooms and what about if you're kind of at a position where you're ready to give up? There's a lot of traders who have come and gone, and unfortunately, a lot of them did not leave with more money than they started with, and but eventually, traders get to a point where they say, "Okay, I'm about ready to give up. This thing has to work, or I'm out." And a lot of traders have been there, some of them numerous times, and some of them lost the family support. And we've heard horror stories about that, and you know it understandable. Maybe you're at the end of your rope. Maybe you've drawn a line in the sand, and you're saying, "Okay, I don't know if I can do this anymore." Well, we have this philosophy here where we're building a community of traders. We're in really looking to build a community where we're all in this together. We have private chat rooms for our members where all the top traders go. And so if you want to be around top traders, if you want to talk trading, I don't know about you, but if you ever try to talk to your friends or family about trading, their eyes glaze over and they go, I have no idea what you're talking about, but are you making money? And then when you tell them, well, see, then they go, that sounds like a disaster. Maybe you shouldn't do that. And so eventually you lose that support, right? Well, if you need the support, we've got you covered there too. We have a whole community of thousands of traders in our community, and they would love to chat with you. Traders love talking about trading, so connect with them, and good support system there. What about strategies? Don't know who to trust, don't know what to learn. Some of you have been on YouTube and you go to the YouTube and you watch somebody take this trade and you're like, oh my gosh, that was the simplest thing I've ever seen in my life. Can't wait to do this in the markets. And then you go to do it. And then you take stop after stop after stop after stop. And you're like, what the heck? This guy made it seem like this was the easiest thing in the world. But in real life, it doesn't hit. And there's a couple reasons for that. One is, just from watching one session, you're not going to know what the trader knows, and you haven't traded it like they have. But more importantly, a lot of the times what it is they're giving you sort of the sliver of the full trade plan. It's like, if this is the full trade plan, they kind of chopped out a little slice of it and said, look how easy this is. Sign up for my program. It's only the low price of blah, 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 thousands of dollars. And then they still don't have a complete strategy because they just don't know any better. It's nothing against them. There are some great educators. There's some great influencers. There's some great traders out there. But if you can't articulate what it is that you're doing or how it works, then it is of no value to anybody else but yourself. I don't know about you, but I've heard other traders say, how did you know to take that trade? And they go, well, it was just my gut. I just trade based on my gut. Like, well, that's awfully funny. Do you eat the same thing for breakfast every day? Because if not, then does that determine the outcome of your trading day? How in the world can you trade on your gut? You're putting money on the line based on what your gut or your intuition is telling you. And now, for most, that is a disaster waiting to happen because you can be emotional. Next thing you know, your gut is telling you something that you should not do. So if you're confused on what to learn, don't trust your gut. Don't trust the online YouTube gurus. Sorry, if I can talk. Don't trust that. Trust a process that actually works, that is also rules based. There is no, well, the gut is telling me this or that. Now, there may be extenuating circumstances if you're trading into a 4-hour order block at the highs, all-time highs on a market. Well, you're probably not going to go long trading into that. But does that have to be in your rules? Don't trade into major support or resistance. That's pretty much a given, right? So there are some things that can be understood from the practice of understanding the big picture of trading. Just like for your trades and options, you might be looking to go bullish when the S&P is in alignment and the NASDAQ is in alignment and they're all they're all correlated, right? So there may be different things like that. That's exactly the same here. So what we teach as our foundations of trading, we like to say this is everything you need and nothing that you don't. So everything you need, nothing that you don't. And we want to get it to you fast so that you can process the info and move on. Now, do you need to know all this stuff to be profitable and to make money trading? No, you don't need to know it right away, but why wouldn't you want to learn? We can feed you trades. It's not a problem, but you still want to learn how to find your trades yourself, right? Give a man a fish, teach a man to fish, right? That's the concept here. So what we teach is psychology, discipline, trader development, because if you can't manage yourself, then you can't manage money. If you can't manage the money, then none of this other stuff matters because you're not going to make any money, right? So those are paramount. Then we have supply and demand and order blocks. We have price action. We have order flow, liquidity, multi-time frame, structure, waves, plus momentum divergence, which can be kind of also summed up into price action and volume. Okay, so those are the foundations. We teach on stocks, options, futures, Forex, crypto, all markets, so you can trade whatever you want. Fast track. The idea is get you the info, quick so that you can move on with your life. So let's talk about prop funding. I know I started talking about this and then kind of trailed off. And so what is prop trading? Prop trading means you are trading someone else's money, not yours. Okay. So they are providing a trading account for you to trade on their behalf. Okay. So you go to the prop firm. Apex is one of them. You know, we're kind of talking about a couple of them here. So you go to this prop firm and you tell the prop firm, I'm a really good trader. You should let me trade an account for you and we'll split some of the profits. The prop firm says, great, prove it. So what you do is you go through an evaluation process. It could be called eval for short. So you do an eval. In this eval, they have different requirements. You need to make, let's say, 3,000 without losing 2,500 from your high water mark. Let's just go with that. That's kind of the standard. So sounds easy, right? Make 3,000, don't lose 2,500. Cool, piece of cake. Not as easy as you think. But let's assume you pass the evaluation. Then you go into what they would call a performance account. They might call it, different program name, whatever the case might be. But the idea is you can make money trading without risking your own money. So no risk to you as a trader. They're the ones taking the risk. Okay. Sounds like a great solution. You can earn sometimes up to 95% of your profits, and then they get to keep 5%. Now, that is the surface level. We're not going to go into the depths of how all this stuff works, but it all boils down to most of the time, not always, most of the time, you're trading a sim account. And if you do really, really well, they pay you. And if they continue to pay you, they're going to start copying your trades on a real account. And then that's how they make money, in addition to charging eval fees. And oh boy, they make money on eval fees. Okay. So if you lose money in your funded account, did you actually lose money? No. Because they're not paying you out of real accounts until you prove that you're going to make money. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is? Well, it's because 90 to 95% of evals never pass. So you've got let's call it a 5% pass rate. Of the traders that pass, what percentage of them do you think keep their funding? You guessed it, 2 to 5%. So let's assume it's 5% of 5%. It's not a lot of percent. So why would they give real money to trades, put real money on trades for traders that historically, from a massive scale, tend to fail and lose their funding? So how do you get funding? Because if everybody else is not making it, how do you make it? Well, that's where we come in. So if you're undercapitalized, and this applies to stocks and options too, we can help you get funding for stocks and options, or I'm sure Tom has some affiliates that you can work with as well that he can refer you to. Okay, so there is funding out there for every asset class now, and it's great because you can do it from wherever. Our education is geared toward prop trading. So meaning our risk approach is geared toward prop trading. And here's the deal, guys. If you can trade a prop firm account, you can absolutely trade your own account, and you're probably going to do very well. Because what do you think is harder to do? Well, it's harder to trade for a prop firm because you can't lose money. You're not supposed to lose money. You're supposed to make money, right? So that's kind of how prop trading works. And our education is geared toward that style of trading. We talked about copying our trades. So if you're not getting ahead, if you're spending endless hours of screen time and you're studying and just looking at all these different YouTubes, first of all, stop, because you're just kind of doing a spray and pray mentality. I hope I hit something that's going to give me something that is an edge. And good thing for you, you're already part of a community that is showing you how to trade. So that's good. But a lot of traders, they don't really do that. They kind of do, I'm going to go check this thing out, and then I'm going to check that thing out. Well, what if I put these two together and you're trying to like Frankenstein a trading strategy out of nothing? Things that should not go together, right? So, and that's where we talk about the foundations. As an added hint, if your trading strategy doesn't have every one of those foundations of trading figured into that trade plan, then it's not a complete trade plan. And you will see some days where they're really good, and then some days your trades just don't work. Now, that could be the case even if you have a full plan. Markets are markets. There are some days that just aren't great. Okay, it happens. But for the most part, you should see consistent winning. And if you start to get like if you're trading at a 75% win rate and you start seeing 5 to 6 losses in a row, this is like, uh-oh, territory. This is like, I need to start looking at this because based on random number distribution and statistics and all of that, you'll know at what point do you need to panic, because those charts will tell you that. If you don't have that, we can look at showing you some different examples of that. Okay. Of course, we teach all that. But if you're not getting ahead, follow our trades. If you want, I can't tell you what to trade, but if you want. But why wouldn't you? Because if our trades are consistently profitable over the long run, do we have losing weeks? Yeah, every once in a while we do. But if week to week, for the most part, we are profitable, one loser, profitable, and so on and so on, why wouldn't you want to follow it? If 75% of our days are winning, and I think it's actually about 70 to 75%, then why wouldn't you want to copy those trades? So we just made this easy for you. You don't have to know everything. All you have to do is go, oh, the trade entry is right here. Oh, the target's going to go here. The stop's going to go here. Piece of cake. Now all you need to do is figure out what your risk is. But oh, by the way, it actually shows you on my chart that it's $9 per contract for this trade. Now, obviously, we're trading micros so that everybody can trade with us. So if you want to trade your own strategy, if you want to trade with algos or anything else, or maybe you want to do something, I don't know what you do. If you want to do that stuff, do it, but also do this. And I would suggest, and now it's up to you, do it in a separate account. So you can follow our trades, get funded, scale the funded account, keep your funded account, more importantly, get paid. Okay. For futures, we're on NinjaTrader, but you could use any platform. You don't have to use Ninja. Yeah. There's a couple we use, as far as indicators go, we use three. We use EMAs just as a guide. There's a 9 and a 20 exponential moving average. We have a daily VWAP with a channel that is set to, on our charts, is set to 0.5 deviations, but realistically, most platforms this similar would be 0.3 deviation. And then we use anchored VWAPs, which a lot of the platforms now also have. And this is also set to a 0.5 on ours, and it's pretty similar at 0.5 on all the other platforms, but that's it. That's what we trade with. Everything else is done manually, price action, all the analysis. So we use Ninja at the moment. Very, very soon, we will be using this incredible new platform that is just brilliant, and you should all use it, and it's called
Dick
TickBlade.
Blaze. Yeah.
You guessed it. It is coming soon, guys. We've worked so hard to bring this to the market. We raised millions of dollars to buy a really amazing trading platform called TickBlaze. It was developed by quants for hedge firm trading. Okay. So it is built by the best of the best. And what we've done is we've taken it, scaled it, made it our own, and we've built it out for the retail trader as well. And so you get the best of both worlds, but it's incredible. It's coming soon. So you guys are going to love it. So we'll circle back around and maybe we'll do an event when that launches. We can all check it out together. So
You
what
said it's
about,
close. How close do you think it is?
we say roughly 60 days. So being April 5th, maybe summer,
So
you
this
know,
quarter.
yeah, it's tough to say because it's a bit of a moving target. Like, admittedly, probably a month ago we were saying 60 days, and now we're still saying 60 days. So it's hard to say. Everything else is built out for the launch. We just have to get everything tested, get all the changes made that we're doing, and we've got a team of developers that are working around the clock to get it going. So should be soon though. Yeah, it'll be great.
I'm on the list.
Awesome. Good. We will keep you posted. As far as, jealousy, envy, there are traders that see success and they go, yeah, right. Or you see a prop firm email and you're like, this guy made 20K in one day. Oh my gosh, he's so great. Everybody should do that. And then you go, yeah, right. And you start getting cynical of the success and you start poking holes and you start getting I don't believe it. You get a negative outlook. And so what we've done to help our traders is we want you to be successful. We want you to make 5 grand a month, 10 grand a month, 50 grand a month. And when you do that, just show us and we'll give you a certificate, and then we can promote to everybody that, hey, now that you've got the bragging rights and now you're in the position where you're, showing, hey, this is really possible, giving traders hope. Now, I can tell you that there are traders that not only make this monthly, but they make it daily. There are traders that make this daily. They are in our community. They're probably in your community too. There are traders that make a lot of money trading. That's the reason we got into trading. So it is possible, but don't you think instead of trying to make $5,000 a day, you should probably start with trying to make like $100 a day and then go to 200 and then go to 500, like scale into it. You don't need to start out trying to trade $5,000 a day. Try to work on getting paid $100 a day first, hotshot. Like, let's get you making money and then we'll scale. Okay. So far, if this is something that sounds interesting to you, let's go through what the inclusions are. We'll kind of recap and then we'll wrap up, and I'm going to show you some cool things, and we're going to show you some bonuses too. So we'll get to that in a minute. Private trading community included, intro courses on every asset class included, foundations courses, basic to advanced on all asset classes included, price action SMC course. This is a mastery level course on market structure mapping. This, in my opinion, is something that is very, very well done, if I do say so myself. And oh, by the way, I'm the one that made it. But this course is really great, guys. The purpose of doing this was to take what everybody else was doing. And granted, there's a lot of outfits that teach this stuff. Some better than others, just like anything. But what we noticed, at least I noticed when I was going through some of their content, and it was like, well, this is a boss break here, and this is a, thing here, and this is a thing here. And there was no rules around it. It was like, well, how do you know it's a boss break? Well, because it looks like a boss break. Well, how do you know it's a pullback? Well, because it went deep enough. Well, what's deep enough? Quantify that for me. If you can't tell me that this needs to retrace at least 23% based on Fibonacci or something, that it's not a pullback, well, then how do I know it's a pullback? And how do I know this is a boss break? And I'm not going to have the right analysis. I don't want to trust myself because myself looks at it differently every day. I want to know exact rules. If the market does this, 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 and this, okay, there's your rules. So we've taken those concepts and we've made them 100% rules-based, zero subjectivity. There is no subjectivity. And I'm very proud of that fact because that's what we need in the trading community. So those are courses. I would guess that if we were to, if a separate company was marketing these courses, easily they could get 2 grand a piece, easily. So those are included into this academy for you. Liquidity and levels. Again, same concept. Order blocks, supply and demand, fair value gaps. 100% rules-based. I have yet to see someone teach the way that we teach how to trade order blocks. We kind of found a diamond in the rough there where it's extremely accurate and it's 100% rules-based. And there is no one that teaches it in the way that we do. So kind of our own flavor, special sauce that makes it really, really accurate. Strategy courses on swing trading, day trading, mostly to do with algos and indicators, and then multiple live trade rooms. All of that is included. If we tally that up, it's about 12,000 in value. Is it worth that? Yeah, it really is. Are we going to make you pay that? Of course not. I mean, if you want to, you can, but no, you don't have to. Okay, so we're going to give you much better pricing than that. What do our customers say? Well, we've got 1,100 plus reviews and counting, 4.5 stars. You don't get these ratings unless you're taking care of your clients and your customers. You just don't get those kind of ratings. We're quick in most things, and we'll get back to you. But bottom line is we're going to have your back. If you need help, we got you. Obviously, our traders feel the same way. And if we're not teaching them how to trade well, we're not getting that rating. Okay. So let's look at some bonuses. Workspaces, templates, scanners. We have scanners built out for trade ideas and TC2000 on the stocks and options side. We've got custom option scanners and stock scanners and all of that. It's already built out for you. If we have it, we'll give it to you. NinjaTrader, any of the platforms we use, we'll give you the workspaces so that you don't have to build it yourself. Instructor trade plan review. This is something that is really, really important and something that really doesn't exist very much in the trading world. To be able to have an instructor look at your trade plan, give you feedback, comments, help you make suggestions on what to change and that sort of thing. This is huge, and it's a huge value, and it's something that I'm very glad that we're able to offer. So if you want to have your trade plan reviewed, that's part of it. Strategy cheat sheets. We talked a little bit about this, all of the rules on how to get into our trades. There's about a dozen different cheat sheets. So a dozen different winning strategies are yours with all the rules and examples, exactly how to enter the trade, 100% rules based. Beautiful, included. Onboarding. You want to look at, hey, I'm getting into this academy and there's a ton of stuff I can learn. Where do I start? What do I need to focus on? Great. Schedule a call 30 days in, 2-3 weeks in, whatever. We'll go over that. We'll carve out your path to success. Weekly classes. I'm assuming you have something similar as well. This is a live class where we go through deep dive on everything you need to know. Structure, divergence, profiles, order flow, trend lines. We just did momentum and divergence last week. The week before we did structure. What do you think we're going to do next? Probably volume profiles. Probably. So this is pillar 1 of the education. Pillar 2, advanced concepts, psychology, money management. How do you get funded, stay funded? How do you map out your charts? How do you find order blocks? That's the advanced concepts we teach. Pillar 3, strategy. Start to finish, top to bottom. How do you get into the trades? Cheat sheets included. We go through it all together. If you ask me, this is not worth $19.95. This is worth at least $5,000. How do I know? Because I've paid similar and gotten far less for programs like this. This is the value of this program. In addition to all the other stuff, don't get me wrong, it's all valuable. But to me, this is grossly underestimated. So use that to your advantage. But those classes are very deep. The idea is to give you all the info you need quickly so that you can get the info and move on with your life. We're going to go very deep into those concepts. It was interesting too, going back, we did the course on market structure, and everybody was thinking, well, this is going to be basic, right? You know, market structure is kind of a basic concept. Oh, no. No, we cover everything. And you think you understood structure before. Come into that class. And there's a ton of info packed into those. We try to make them we call them mind melt sessions because we go very deep into the concepts. Then you get access to all of our indicators. We have 55 plus indicators built out on NinjaTrader. Now it's only NinjaTrader. So it's not TOS, it's not TradeStation, it's not, Sterling, it's not any of the other. It's on NinjaTrader. That's it right now. Of course, they're going to become available on our platform, TickBlaze, at some point. But we've got trading indicators that do everything: structure, order blocks, order flow, volume profiles, splitting volume profiles, you name it, we've got it. Calls, one-on-one sessions. One-on-one sessions are very expensive, and you don't always know what you're getting, because with one-on-one sessions, usually it's with somebody who hopefully knows what they're doing, who hopefully can lead you down the right path. But if they don't, there's usually no money back because they already spent the time with you. So you pay a fortune and you never know what you're going to get. With us, you know what you're going to get because you know what our strategies are based on and all of the risk and all of that. So if you need help, there's several things we can look at. We can look at strategy. We can look at money management, risk management. We can look at how to manage drawdowns. We can look at prop funding. We can look at scaling your prop account. The idea is, let's get you started, carve out your path. Then let's go in and let's figure out, what do you want to trade? Are you trade your own money? You trade prop? You want to build risk models? The next is, how do we scale your account? It's kind of those kind of three, but you can use whatever. I have a student that we've gone through several sessions already, and we've covered smart money concepts in full depth, and we've, gone through it so that he can understand it really well, and he's doing great. So that's included. Total bonuses, 13.5, but if you ask me, I don't know. I think some of this stuff, it's hard to quantify values on some of this stuff, but I can tell you this, that the weekly class is worth more than that for sure. Total package value is about $26,000. Obviously, you're not even going to scratch the surface to that. We don't charge that for our programs. But here's what we're going to do. First off, I'm going to tell you that if you get into this program and you participate and you're going to class and you're participating in the education and you're asking for help and you're completing your trade plans and you're doing your calls, and if after all that you're still not happy, we'll literally give you all your money back. And we'll give you a $500 coupon you can use for our other products, and just as a way of saying, hey, sorry we wasted your time. Because we are so sure that this is going to be something that is a positive thing for our traders, because it historically has been. We have traders every week that are telling us, hey, I just got funded on another account, or hey, I just built up another account. It happens all the time. And there are traders who are doing very well in our community. We have traders in our community that are making $5,000 a day for sure, because they tell us. Now, I haven't verified the actual brokerage accounts, but I don't have any reason not to believe them. And it's not like they're doing it to brag or anything like that. So anyway, so we will give you your money back, literally. If it doesn't work for you, fine. So as far as next steps, what we're going to do, we've got some links for you, and there's some additional things I want to show you as well. But let me give you some links and show you how you can get involved in our community. So I've got a couple links here for you. Let me pull up this one, and we'll go through this one first. So this has a replay of another webinar similar to what we're doing here. So you don't need to watch that if you're here. Of course, you'll have your own recording as well. But what you want to do is fill out your name and email here, and then click to learn more. The pricing's there. If you go in here and click it, the pricing's in there. So just go check it out. Here's the thing, though. If you book a call with our team, you'll get discounted pricing and things like that, and we'll be able to answer any questions you have and really show you around. So I would encourage you definitely take advantage of the one-on-one call with someone from our team. This we've already kind of covered, all the inclusions and bonuses and so on, exclusive pricing. What I'm also going to do, though, is I'm going to give you a coupon code. So if you know this is exactly what you want and you're like, I don't need to think about it, I know this is exactly what I've been looking for, then I'm going to also paste a coupon code in here, save 10 gap. So what is that? That's going to save you 10% on the top. And this is just because you're in this event. This is, a partner of ours. You're in a community, so we want to give back. So because of your affiliation with Tom here, we're going to give you an extra coupon there. Okay, so that is our gift to you as well, just a little bit of extra savings. Our trackers are in here as well. And so, so you can see what our stats are and all that. And it talks about money back and all that stuff. So that's there. So go ahead and take advantage of that. Now, one question that we get very, very often is, can I come into your trade room and see it in real life? Anybody have that question? You're like, I want to see it first. Can I come in and check it out before I decide to join? Yes, you 100% can. So that's this link. If you go here, fill out your name and email, you guessed it. We're going to give you access to both trade rooms, stocks and futures, which also trades Forex sometimes. Okay, the trade room hours are here. They're a little bit different for stocks and futures. But go ahead and come in and join us. Come in, check it out, see it in action, take some trades with us, see if you can copy the trades, make sure it's a good fit. And then if you decide it's a good fit, then book time with our team. And we're going to visit with you and go over all the details. Okay. Anybody have any questions so far? We've kind of covered a good amount. Questions so far.
Oh, one question. If somebody
Yeah.
just wanted the trade room, can they get that separately or is that part of the package?
Technically, yes, you can. You don't have to pay us anything. You just come to the trade room. And there are people
Okay.
who will only come to the trade room and they won't join the program. And that's okay. Go for it. We've made our trade room open access because we believe that if you come to the trade room and you see us trade, you're going to want to learn the processes too. You're going to see that it works and you're going to want to join us. So it's fine. So come to the trade room as long as you want. And if you decide later that you don't want to join, but you still want to come to the trade room, cool. Knock yourself out. Come in as long as you need to. Okay. So there's no deadlines on that. And we don't charge for the trade room. So yeah, good
I
question.
guess the idea too with the trade room, if you are following and making money, it kind of pays for the program.
Bingo. That is the point. So nailed it on the head there. Yeah. So why not, right? Why not make some money trading with us? Use that to pay for the program. Problem solved. Now, is it going to happen
And
overnight? Of course, because we're going to hit 20 trades and you're going to be like, well, that was easy. No, it doesn't work like that. But we'll show you the trades and you could trade with us.
you didn't really talk about the ARC site at
Yep.
all with all the indicators and algos. Did you want to
That's
take a couple
next.
minutes to talk about that?
Yep, that's exactly what I'm getting to next. Absolutely.
Oh, hey, I'm reading your mind.
You are. We're on the same page. What's the regular address for the trade room? It's a Zoom session, but in order to access it, you do need to fill out the link, which is the Gap Trade Room one
Yeah, just that one
in the
that
chat
Jim
box.
just pasted. Yep.
Yeah, so check that out. Another thing is ARC. So what is ARC? We talked about all these indicators. We talked about, oh my gosh, there's 55 indicators you get access to and all this stuff. So we also develop Algos. So let's go ahead and click this link because it might be a little different. There it goes. And obviously you won't see all this stuff at the top because that's an admin for the account. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so let's go into here to shop. So we have 58 indicators, 16 algos, and 3 free products. These are all developed on the NinjaTrader platform. Okay, so let's go to algos and take a look. Yeah, so a bunch of different algos. So what is an algo? It trades automatically based on a specific trading strategy. Now we talked about a CWAP trade. Well, guess what? We got a CWAP algo. Is it exactly the same as we trade it? No. Why would we trade it exactly the same when we have an algo that does it for us? We trade it a little bit differently, but the algo is fantastic. So all these different auto trading bots, if you click that link, the arrow mirror /ARC, that'll lead you right here and you can check out all of our different products. If you click into the algo itself, you'll be able to take a look at what it does, how it works, the strategy. And then if you scroll down here, they don't have the video on this one. What were they thinking? Some of these have videos where you can go in and watch the replays. But yeah, see, this one has them. It didn't have the other one. Interesting. I'm going to give you our YouTube link too, in case you do want to look at some of the different algos. I assure you they're all in here. So let's give you that link too, in case you want to go check them out some more. But yeah, so that's great opportunity here just for joining this as well. If you click in here, you're going to get 3 free bar types. So we'll give you the range bar type, the pullback, and the Renko. The range bar is a little bit different in that normal range bars have a gap between opening and close. Our range bars require the market to open here, but then it plots the open here. Just a little cleaner chart-wise. So a little bit different on our range bars. And then our Renkos are back testable with Wix. So you can use a back testable Renko bar. So that's free. So come into the site and just get those for free. There's also some other free stuff that you can check out as well that I'll show you. Let's go to free. Interesting. Let me take a look here. There's a couple other things I want to, oh, here. Zone draw tool. That's a good one. Risk reward draw tool. Tell you what, if you're interested in buying those, just send me a message and I'll give you special pricing on those where you can get kind of all the generic stuff. Well, not generic, but all the little enhanced little tools. I'll just give them all to you for one price if you want them.
Well, if you
So,
send that to me, I can put the link with the recording.
yeah, you could do that. I would say, well, it's probably easier just to send me a message. Tell you what, let's do this. If you use the link, the arrow mirror /ARC, and if you buy one of these at $249, I'll give you the rest of them, which are, I'll show you what they are. So you just have to send me a message. I'll give you the rest of them. So that is, yeah, all of these that are $249. If you pick up one, I'll give you the rest for free. Just as a way of saying, hey, thanks for checking it out. Now, these are some pretty cool tools. I tell you, I use this one. You guys will love that one, especially trading equities. And then I use the risk reward draw tool every day, and then the zone draw tool. I use those every single day. They're irreplaceable for me anyway. If you're using Ninja, then get them. If you're not, then, well, it doesn't matter. You don't need them because because you're not using the
Well, and you
platform.
can use Ninja for free if you're not trading through Ninja.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Or if you trade with some of the prop firms, they'll give you license as well, and they'll give you data for NinjaTrader. So definitely worth checking out. Yeah. So good stuff. So I wanted to share that with you as well. Just give you some little added freebies and stuff, things that we offer to our community that you're certainly welcome to. We've covered a lot. You guys have been pretty quiet out there. I had a couple questions that came through. Anybody have any other questions on what we're doing or how to get involved, or you need anything? What can I do for you?
I don't see any more questions.
Cool. Easy
I
enough.
think you were pretty thorough and really interesting presentation. Really appreciate it, Jim.
Yeah, absolutely. Likewise. Thanks for having us, and always good to meet more traders and be able to hang out. So thanks for taking time to be with us too, guys. I know time is hard to come by these days, so we appreciate it when you spend time with us. So make sure to come in, get your pass to the guest pass for the trade room, check it out. And then if you're interested in finding out more, let us know and we'll be happy to have a conversation and talk more.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much. Thanks for everyone for coming, and I hope have you on in the future to talk about tick plays or whatever else you want to talk
Hmm.
about, Jim.
Yeah, actually, do you guys want to check it out while we're at it? We might as well, right? Let's go
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
I'll show you real
I
quick.
haven't seen much, just the front end where you sign up for the wait list.
Yeah, I'll show you some stuff.
So this will be what, like a replacement for something like NinjaTrader?
Hmm. It
Okay.
is, so think of this as like kind of the NinjaTrader side of things, where you've got a retail trading platform, you've got your watch lists and indicators and charts and domes and all that stuff, right? We've got it all. But then we also have a completely, you know, call it like two platforms in one, where it's all algorithmic trading. And when I say algorithmic trading, this is like unlike anything that is out there. You can trade portfolio level back testing on this. So what does that mean? You can put into it a basket of assets that you want to trade and a bunch of different algos, and you can test them all at the same time. Plus, there's cloud-based testing. This thing is just a massive upgrade to everything that is out there. It's really slick. So you guys are going to love checking it out. We're going to have, sharing community for scripts. So if you want to write a script and you can share it with the community or grab some that are out there, broker neutral, hybrid platform, multi assets. You can trade everything: stocks, futures, Forex, crypto. Options, not yet, but we'll see. I know options a little different, but live education, that'll be included as well. Market data is going to be included, which is a huge thing. How many of you have gone to a platform, you sign up for it, and you're like, oh, but now you need data. So you got to go to these other partners and you got to pay all this extra money. Not here. We're going to include the data. You get access to it. So that's really, really cool. No third parties and all that stuff, unless you have a different data that you want to use. This is going to be really great, guys. It's coming soon. We're very excited to bring this out. You can look in here and go to there's video training there already. You can go in and look at your connections. I'll show you this real quick. So data feeds, we've got DX feed that'll be included. Multi-asset brokers. So we're going to start with interactive brokers, and the rest we're working on bringing on. Gateways through Rhythmic. So if you're trading a prop firm that uses Rhythmic, you're in luck. You can trade all these different brokerages that use Rhythmic, prop firms, the whole thing. We've got Forex at right now, just interactive brokers, more coming soon. We're working on a Wando right now. And then crypto exchanges are coming soon too. So we'll probably go after some of the bigger ones first and then bring on more. But yeah, there's just so much that you'll be able to do. It's a really slick, it's really a great, great platform. So coming soon. So check it out.
Do you know what the pricing is going to be yet? Have you worked on that yet?
I'm sworn to secrecy.
Okay.
Not it is very, very competitive. Obviously, we've done a lot of market analysis on what the others are charging and things like that, combined with data and all that. So I could tell you it's going to be extremely competitive, and there'll be special discounts and different rewards and things like that for being one of the first. If for those that are kind of early adopters, we're going to take
The
good care
charter
of them.
folks.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. So it's coming. It's exciting.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to it. So keep us in the loop.
Yeah, will do. Absolutely. we'll let you know. So
All
good
right,
stuff.
Jim. Again, thanks so much, and really appreciate you taking the time and showing us what you've got. And the invitation for the trade room is really a great offer. So I hope people can sign up for that and learn about
Mhm.
what you're doing without taking any risk. It's a low
Yeah.
risk trade.
There you go. That's exactly right. So good stuff. All right, guys. Well, have a
All right.
fantastic weekend. Thanks again. And we'll catch you soon. We'll catch up with you soon, Tom.
All right. Take care. See you guys.
Thanks, guys. Take care.